What if a statue could defy the impossible? They brought in cranes from 3 states, cables thick as your arm, and men who'd moved monuments twice her size. Yet, after 70 years, the statue of Our Lady on Rosary Hill in St. Mary's Creek, Kentucky, stood firm. Not an inch shifted. Was it a miracle? A curse? Or something no one dared name? Stay with us, because this story will grip your soul, haunt your thoughts, and maybe make you question what you believe. By the end, you'll understand why this forgotten town fought the world to protect her, and why moving her changed everything. Imagine St. Mary's Creek, a speck on Kentucky's map, where maple-lined roads weave through fields alive with fireflies. For miles away, she commands your gaze, a white marble Virgin Mary, arms outstretched, eyes lowered, glowing like a star against the horizon. To the townsfolk, she's no statue, she's a guardian, a vow etched in stone. For generations, they've brought their dreams, their losses, their newborns, and their dying to her feet. Weddings, funerals, whispered prayers at dawn. She's witnessed it all, and one unspoken rule binds them. You don't touch the lady on the hill. But the mystery begins here. No one agrees on how she arrived. Martha Grady, 91, swears it was the O'Connells, Irish immigrants repaying a divine debt after the war. Pastor Jim claims it was Father Michael, a priest from the days of daily masses and Sunday suits. Teens sneaking up on starry nights? They say she's eternal, like the hill itself. Every tale circles back to one truth. The lady chose this spot, and she's staying. Do you believe in signs from beyond? Comment faith below if you feel there's more to this world than meets the eye. Then came the storm, not of rain, but of ambition. Glossy brochures landed at Tony's Diner, promising a St. Mary's spiritual retreat and resort, faith-based tourism to revive a fading town. Buried in fine print, one line froze hearts. Relocate existing statue for new access road. Whispers spread over black coffee. By Friday, Main Street hummed with debate. By Sunday, Father Brennan's mass crackled with tension. Parishioners' eyes darted, uneasy. Half saw salvation in jobs, new schools, a future. The other half felt a chill, like betraying something sacred. Have you ever faced a choice between progress and what feels right? Drop faith in the comments if you'd stand for tradition. The unease birthed stories, strange, unsettling ones. Tyler Grant, a 22-year-old architecture intern, measured the statue's base and dreamed it toppled, crushing his blueprints into dust. He woke at 3:33 a.m., heart pounding, and begged to be reassigned. Bill Parsons, a Cincinnati contractor, slipped on bone-dry steps, his wrist snapping like a twig. Then, the bell, a deep, bronze toll, 3 times at dusk. Ruth Kelly Hurd arranging lilies. No bell exists on Rosary Hill. Ever. Teen saw a woman in white, her hair moving in still air. A toddler giggled at Lady's hand, his palm warm in cool air. By the time cranes arrived, a silent crowd gathered at the hill's base. No signs, just prayers and stares, daring the impossible. Even resort supporters felt it. Hooking steel to her shoulders was wrong, deeply wrong. Martha Grady, frail but fierce, crossed herself and whispered her 70-year vow. If you save us, we'll keep you here forever. Few heard, but those who did, they'd never forget. Because what unfolded next didn't just change St. Mary's Creek. It echoed far beyond. Curious? Hit that like button if you're hooked, and subscribe for more tales where faith meets the unexplained. Let's rewind to 1949. America was scarred from war, rebuilding slowly. St. Mary's Creek, a cluster of clapboard houses, one store, a post office no bigger than a shed, and St. Brendan's Church at the hill's foot. That winter, a storm hit. Rain so heavy it drowned fields, ice cracking trees, wind snapping poles. The Ohio River swelled, threatening to erase everything. On night 3, families huddled, praying for a miracle. Then, impossibly, the wind shifted. The storm veered east. Waters receded. Luck or divine grace? For Patrick and Eileen O'Connell, it was no coincidence. Their son, Tommy, missing in Okinawa, was found alive that day. Over steaming beef stew, Eileen vowed, "She saved our boy and our town. We owe the blessed mother a promise. She'll stand here forever." By spring, the town rallied. No permits, just grit. Men hauled stones, women cooked casseroles, kids carried gravel, laughing through mud. Carlo Mancini, a jobless stonemason from Chicago, carver in silence, praying with every chisel strike. His hand shaped her robes, her serene face, her open arms. Dawn broke as they raised her. Families laid stones from their hearths into the base, a mosaic of their lives. Eileen slipped a folded paper into the mortar, unseen. Decades later, erosion revealed it. "If you save our town, we'll keep you here forever." The lady became their soul. Graduates left notes for futures. Widows found solace. Farmers offered corn for blessings. Unexplained wonders followed. A candle burned all night without dripping. A hawk circled for days. A lost girl, found safe at her feet. Those searchers swore they'd looked there. Miracle or myth? Comment faith if you're feeling the mystery. Meet Lisa Torres, the spark of defiance. A young mother and part-time clerk, she spotted the relocation line while filing papers. Over breakfast, she told her aunt, who told the diner. By evening, the town was ablaze. At Tony's, Frank Dwyer, auto shop owner, saw hope. Jobs could save us. But Ruth Kelly, clutching lilies, warned, "Move her, and the blessing leaves." Sunday Mass split the church. Youth dreamed of progress. Elders gripped rosaries. Father Brennan prayed silently, his face heavy. Teens debated at the baseball field. Rock or relic? Now meet Mayor Helen Carver, a newcomer pushing the resort as her legacy. "It's just a statue," she argued at council meetings, "not our soul." Her words clashed with Martha Grady's vow. Promises to heaven don't bend. Defiance grew quietly. 8 souls climbed the hill with candles, kneeling in silence. By week's end, 30 prayed under stars. No protest, just faith. Surveyors asked about permits. Ruth's reply, "It's written in stone." The town split, progress versus roots. But something stirred, a storm's prelude. Let's pause. Have you ever felt something beyond explanation? A moment that shook your reality? Share your story in the comments. We'll read some in our next video. Let's meet Jamie Russell, a young mother whose grandfather died the year the resort was proposed. She climbed the hill with her son, leaving chrysanthemums. Her boy giggled, pointing at nothing, lady's hand. His palm was warm, though the air was cold. Jamie's faith deepened. She joined the vigils, her story spreading. Have you had a moment that changed your beliefs? Share in the comments. We're reading. The first attempt came on an October morning. Cranes towered, cables coiled, workers moved like soldiers. The crowd below stood silent. Rosaries, coffee cups, unreadable faces. Cables tightened. The crane roared. Nothing. A cable snapped, nearly crushing a worker. Tuesday, new cables a winch. The truck sank instead. Thursday, a backhoe dug, then seized, fluid hissing. Saturday, lightning struck from a clear sky, deafening, blinding. Crew fled. The lady stood untouched. Ethan Cole, a 28-year-old journalist from the Courier-Ledger, arrived to debunk. Sharp, skeptical, he expected small-town hype. But the town's quiet weight hit him. At the diner, Carla warned, "Don't mock her." His drone crashed, battery glitching. At 3:33 a.m., a bell woke him. He met Martha on her porch, her shawl swaying. "Winter of '49, she began, recounting the storm, Eileen's vow, the paper in the mortar. "Promises don't break easy," she said. Ethan's skepticism softened. He wrote to listen, not to prove. Now meet Tommy O'Connell, Eileen's son, now 80, who returned from Okinawa to see the statue rise. He rarely spoke of it, but that fall, he climbed the hill, cane in hand. "She saved me," he told Ethan, voice cracking. "Not just from war, from forgetting what matters." His story spread, pulling more to the vigils. Comment, faith, if Tommy's words hit you. Let's reflect. What makes something sacred to you? Is it a place, a promise, a memory? Drop your thoughts below. We'll share some in our next video. The final push. 3 cranes, specialists from Nashville. Drill stalled, bits snapped. Straps lifted an inch. Then wind howled. Alarms blared. Lightning struck again. The bell tolled thrice. A worker saw a shadow move across the statue's face, though the sun was still. The foreman quit. The hill emptied, cables abandoned. The lady stood serene, unmarked. No cancellation was announced. Posters vanished. Ruth brought lilies weekly. Jamie joined vigils. Tommy visited monthly. Ethan stayed, his notebook now prayers. Volunteers graveled the path, built a table for offerings. Tourists trickled in, seeking stillness, leaving flowers. One golden evening, Ethan stood among the crowd, candles glowing. He wrote, "Not couldn't, shouldn't. The miracle wasn't the statue. It was the town, standing with her." If this stirred your soul, like and share with someone needing grace. Comment faith, if you believe in unbreakable promises. Subscribe to Touched by Grace for more tales where mystery meets the heart. What's your take on Rosary Hill? Let's talk below.